G'day my OG friends, Nightmare Reaper here. We are at we're not, we're at Yale today for the OGs round 3 for the weekly tour. We are on the white, moderate and pro green, so it should be interesting. To make it even more fun, I'm currently in a hotel room with terrible Wi-Fi and tracking because the light is terrible, so this should be good. Okay, let's get set up. Okay, first hole. So pretty much anywhere is fine here. I want to be aiming up here. It all slopes down to the left here. So anywhere up here is great. So I carry about 150. So right about there. I could look at playing a 5 wood into here, but I think I'm just going to drive because, you know, why not? Check for lag. That is fine. Okay, 48 meters in. Looking to land just short of the pin, so probably about 40 meters. A little bit uphill, 42 would be perfect. So I know 20, 30, 40, so about there is my shot. Short. Yep, underhit it. Okay, pretty straight. I just want to land it right about here. Would be perfect. It'll roll up to the hole. A little bit long, get in. Yeah, that works too. Bonus, sometimes you get them. Okay, similar sort of tee shot here. We want to aim just right of center and it'll come down into this hill. Down here is danger, but I'm not long enough to hit there, so we should be fine. Wind is pushing right, which will help us. So we're going to aim pretty much straight down the middle. Oh, Guardian popping up is always fun. Just forced a little fade, but that will be fine. 82 meters in, it's just short of a 4 lob wedge for me. Let's have a look. Can we get it there? Not into the wind. We've got 16 wind. Let's go the sand wedge. Gonna hit this just high and let it sort of get caught up in that wind a little bit. So ball's at the front foot. That did not sound like I got it. It'll work. Okay, right to left slope. Having a look at these lines, straight off the face, it's going to turn left. It's going to filter down to here. So what we're looking at is the slope here. So if I stop the ball here, I don't care about the hole anymore. I know it will filter down that way. Actually, we need to stop it about there. So to get the ball there, I need to be aiming about this line here. Okay, slightly uphill. Hit with a little bit of confidence. Okay, hole 3, interesting one. So we can play to like somewhere like in here and leave a shot in out of the rough, which wouldn't be terrible. But honestly, the smart play is just to play into the fairway here. I'm actually going to look at doing a 2 or 3. Let's go 3. I don't have a 2 iron because they don't exist. Let's go 3 iron. I've got a natural sort of draw on this club, so that's going to counter that wind a little bit. So we're pretty much going to aim straight at that yellow tree in the middle there. go, draw, catching the wind, and it'll straighten. Straight at that yellow tree. Okay, 108. It's a little bit longer than I hoped, but that's okay. I don't think the gap wedge will get there. If anything, we want to be a little bit longer here. So let's have a look. So sort of behind the hole, let's hit a nice little soft pitching wedge. It's going to go a little bit right with the wind, not a lot. It's going a little bit left, sort of a 3/4 swing. Oh, that felt a bit heavy. A little bit heavy, but I said a little bit long is fine. Okay, another birdie putt, which is always good. What's it going to do? It's going to go pretty straight off the face here. It's going to come into here, it's going to filter down a little bit to the right, and it's going to go fairly straight. That line out there isn't really in play because it's behind the pin. They're the ones that I usually forget about and then miss. So let's go just on the left edge. It's really not a lot. There's a big sort of gap here, so I don't think that's actually going to do too much. Yep, left edge. Okay. Downhill. A little bit softer. Hold. No, I just caught it. Started it too straight. So this is why I like leaving these lines on, because you can sort of get behind and analyse your shot. So yeah, started far too straight at that pin. Needed to be a cup outside. It's okay. Easy par. Okay, the fourth. Wind off from the right to the left. We've got water, which isn't really in play off the white tees. So we're going to carry that. I'm going to play to this right edge, just sort of inside here, so that way if I do fade it, the wind will help and it shouldn't go too far right. If I draw it, it shouldn't go too far left. So pretty bang on at the pin actually. Let's go there, straight at the pin. Bit of height. Pulled it a little bit, but that should be fine. Lovely. 110. 110. It's uphill and the gap wedge spins. I do not want that. But it's an awkward pitching wedge too, so we don't really have a choice. It's got a pitching wedge, probably about another 3/4. A little bit to the right. Pulled it a little bit, but great distance. Get below the hole. Okay. So a little bit uphill. Right to left, but only slightly. So I'm watching this. That left edge is good. Left edge again, a bit firmer this time though. Pushed it again. Hold, 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 hold. Wow, that did not move how I thought it would. That stayed really straight. Okay, 9-iron. Carries 137 is too long with the wind. Pitching wedge is going to carry to here, downhill a little bit, wind a little bit. Yeah, it's a bit short. A little bit short is fine. Now, I'm going to be aiming more towards the centre here, because if I pull this, at least I know it's going to be right on the hole. If I hit it straight, it's in the middle of the green. If I fade it, that's my fault, and it's right, and it's just a bad shot. Smooth. Smooth. Don't try and overhit because we've clubbed down. Smooth. You go straight at the middle of the green. That's fine. Stop there. Okay. Uphill putt. Probably about that line there I like. It's going to move off the face. It's going to get to about here. It's going to turn fairly sharply left to begin with. To finish with, rather. Straight up that hill. 24 uphill. 24. 24. Okay. Didn't quite hit it. That's okay. Easy par. Okay, so a short par 4 here. Now, we could go the drive. Is a drive going to make it? No, it's not for me. We would end up somewhere about here, which leaves an awkward distance. I'd much rather play to about a full lob wedge out, which is about here, which is 230. I carry this about 220. A little bit of wind is going to help us get a bit of a distance with a draw. So aiming pretty much at that bunker is fine. Oh yeah, I pulled that. Ouch. Okay, that makes it fun now. It's actually not a bad gap wedge distance. So what am I looking at? So Y90. So we're in the rough. It's sort of, for me, that's about 10, 12 metres. And I carry my gap wedge about 105. So it should be a little bit long, but it's also uphill. And I don't mind being behind the pin here as well and getting a little bit of backspin. A little bit right because of our wind down there. And again, don't try and overhit. I'm just going to hit smooth. Pushed. It was perfect distance. Okay, birdie putt. Birdie putts are good. It's an awkward one. When I'm not quite sure what it's doing, so we've got these lines coming out this way, but also these ones down here. So it's sort of that way and that way. So we're on this little ridge. So I'm going to jump behind the hole here. Right behind. Line up the ball with the pin. You can see it's running a little bit left to right, but not a lot. I'm going to be aiming. I've got this shadow of the flag as well, which is great. So I'm going to be using that to sort of get my alignment just straight down that way. Aim a little bit to the right. Uphill 7, so hit it with confidence. Hold, hold. Yeah. Okay, 165, 150, about there, which leaves us 50 to the pin, awkward distance. Don't have the 3 wood in the bag at the moment, which is a pain, but I don't mind that distance in either. So we're going to go 5 wood. Smooth. Pulled it again. Just rushing the swing a little bit. 93 in again. Pretty much a gap wedge if we can get it up behind the pin here. It's danger because of this slope too. Am I going to carry this slope? Might put it on the front foot a little bit to cut off a little bit of distance. But then again, we've got the wind as well. Wind and elevation. How far am I going to carry it? Yeah, actually, it's not bad. Should carry about 100, which will put it just behind the pin, a little bit of backspin. Not a lot. I'm going to put a little bit on the front foot. Okay, a little bit to the right. Swing smooth. Oh, I like that. Be the club. Get in. Bang. Well worked, Ryan. Okay, next hole. 175 to there. I'm going to carry. It's downhill 10. So I know I'm going to carry about 260. Now with a bit of a draw here, should keep it straight. Actually don't mind the rough either side there. That's not a bad distance. So let's have a look. So we've got this orange mound here, orange mound here. So aiming lines are straight over the guts of that. Oh, that guardian popped up again. Come down. Be good. Be good. Again, perfect. Great result. Leaves me a nice little lob wedge in. So lob wedge is going to carry here. I'm going to be a little bit short, but I don't mind that. So I'm going to play the ball back a little bit to take this wind out of play. So if that's my center of my stance, my ball's just back a little bit. I'm going to aim a little bit to the right. Actually, no, because with that wind, I'm going to aim straight. So I'm going to pull this a little bit because I've dropped it back in the stance. Not bad. Birdie putt again. Okay. So, right to left. They're big, massive, big, wide open gaps. So it's not actually going to do a whole lot. So again, I'm just thinking that right edge. Where is it? Going to go just outside the right edge. Going to regret that in a second. Okay, made your decision. Outside the right edge. Stick with it. Yep. Goodbye. Okay, 160 is here. So 160 is far too long here. Is 148. So I'm hitting this club about 150. Downhill, it's going to take it to about here. Oh, it's tight. I think I'd like to be a little bit long here than short. Short is danger. A little bit long is danger. But I'd much rather be here than short. So what we're going to do, we're going to play the 7. We're going to aim left. We're going to cut it. So we're going to come through sort of like that. So what I like to do is just sort of have a little bit, almost like a lazy swing. It forces my arms to go, and we cut the ball, in theory. So a little bit further forward on the stance helps as well for me to get a fade. Oh, it's not quite enough. Now it should be good distance though. Okay, beautiful. Again, birdie putt. Straight at the pin is going to move it left. Gee, I'm loving these edges. I know I'm going to aim at the right edge. Not outside the edge this time. Right edge. Yeah, that just got in my head then. I was thinking, last time you were right. Don't be right, don't be right. And then pulled it left. It's a funny game. That's okay. doing well. So I like to try and remain as positive as possible. So even when shots aren't quite right, like I know right now I'm playing well, bad shots aren't actually that bad, but you can quite quickly get in your own head and start thinking, oh, nothing's going right, nothing's going right. I could have been 7 under by now. That's a good score. I didn't look at that till now. So it's just a matter of, like, you're playing well. If you're playing well, scores will come. If you're not playing well, it's just reset, hit every shot. Be encouraging to yourself. Okay, straight down the middle. I hadn't actually thought about this swing before as I was about to hit it, which I tend to do a bit. Okay, we want to be about, it's uphill into this green from here. So we want to be about here, which is probably out of range for me. So our next option is to be around here, which isn't bad at all. So I'm going to aim just left of center, so pretty much towards the flag there. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to aim the middle and just hit him with a little bit of a draw. So reset the feet. I like to use this wind bar as my guide for my feet. Pulled it. Ah, silly. Okay, that makes it a little bit of fun. It should be uphill. I'm going to lose 10 meters. With the wind, I'm going to lose maybe 4 meters. The rough, I'm going to lose 10 meters. To me, that says pitching wedge 125. Okay. So again, don't try and overswing because you're in the rough. Trust the club that you've picked. Pulled it a bit, but we've got that wind to help us. That's a great distance. Again, it's a pull. I could focus on that, but I'm going to focus on I did that maths right and I picked a great club. Okay, and it's a birdie putt. Okay, a little bit of right, left to right. Smooth this one. Hold. It's a little bit tentative there, and then when I'm a bit tentative, I tend to sort of push that left elbow up and push the ball. But again, it's a putt. Let's move on. Okay, this is drivable if the wind was with me. It is not. So we're going to be looking about here. This is all a big hill here. So if we have a quick look at that. Anything down here, even in the rough, is going to filter back on. Anything right is going to filter back on. So you can go after this one a little bit. Now again, if I wanted to be really clever, I'd be playing sort of like a high cut 3-wood into about here. But I don't have a 3-wood, and a 5-wood will be too short for my liking. So I'm just going to hit down this way, a little bit of a cut on it. I'm not going to hit a cut. I've got the wind already helping me. Hit a little draw, put it straight. Oh, I've pushed it. Get the path. Get the path. You know what? Sometimes you get lucky. I'll take it. There has been a good amount of luck already in this round. Okay, long grass. It's going to take off a little bit. What I'm trying to think now is I'd like to put the ball like here-ish, but because we're in the long grass, if I was in the rough, I'd be thinking of like landing here, knowing that the rough's going to take it off and land it here. Long grass, again, I'm going to think like I'm aiming to land here, and it should land around here. Let's see how good we can go. 23 meters. So my 23 It's sort of like that. 20, 30, 40, 20. So I'm always trying to keep the same rhythm. Just an exaggerated distance in backswing. 20. So all I did then, hips went forward and just dragged the club behind it. There's no power behind it. That's right. So got lucky off the path. We're here for 2. That's fine. Okay, up to the pin. We're going to do it like little chip and run. Run, run. It's uphill. It's not going to make it. But we're below the hole. Not a bad putt. It's fairly straight. And I rushed the putt and I missed it. That's what that deserves. Bogey. Shake it off. Okay, 160. We are to here. A bit of wind. I'll tell you what, if I was to hit a massive shot, I won't, and get that bunker. I don't mind that either, but we're going to be short of that bunker. Okay, smooth. Just hit the bed in the hotel room here, so let's reset. Trying to get a bit too much height on it, so drag back a bit. It feels better. Pulled it. Had that bed in my head. Okay, 73, long grass. It's actually not a bad sand wedge for me. So sand wedge carries 90, slightly uphill. So that becomes 85. It's actually not that much uphill. It becomes like 88. And then we're going to take off sort of 12 out of this long grass. Oh, it's long grass, not deep rough. I wonder if that was that last shot too. I didn't actually look at that too clearly. That would make sense. Long grass is really awkward. Now, long grass doesn't take that much off of a lob wedge. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this like very deep rough. Yeah, that's sort of fair enough. That wasn't well worked. I have to just reset my brain a little bit here. Okay. So let's get behind the ball. Take a little second. Okay, everything is going to be running right here. So straight off the face, it's going to be going right. We're going to hit this hill and that's going to really slow and dive down this hill. So we want the ball to sort of start slowing down about here and it will dive to the right, that last little bit. So to get the ball there, you need to be aiming about here. Actually a bit further, maybe here. So up here it's going to turn, it's going to get to here and then kick across to the right. Okay, it's uphill. It's going to add about half a metre to a metre past the hole. About there. So I'm sort of looking at here is my distance. So that's where I'm visualising where I'm hitting the ball right now to try and stop the ball there. I've hit that way too hard. Wow, I smashed that. Well, I got to my spot at least. Straight at it. Okay. Fourth shot for par. Let's have a quick look. Or back-to-back bogeys. We don't want that. Okay, so this is going to be a tough little putt. going to try and put the ball here and let it filter down that way. Just aim about there. Okay, it doesn't need much at all. Just getting it rolling. Just gave it too much work to do. Not too bad chip shots. Cost me 2 shots there. So let's improve on that going forward. Okay, 186. 186, so we've got this nice big slope. So if we can hit anywhere up here, we're going to see the ball run. So if I could land the ball here, would be lovely. And it'll come around this way. So that first third of the green, which is about here, so it's 180 there with the wind. So it's giving me a 3 iron. We want to actually go right down to something like a 6. Is a 6 going to get it? A 6 is going to get it easy. It's not going to run as much. Let's go high. Oh, let's go 6. Just a nice smooth 6. Aiming to the right. It's a little bit right, but that could be okay. Come around. Oh, it's just too high. Now again, if I didn't push it, that would have been pretty nice. Okay, so I've got a couple of options here. This is a really good shot. Now, on pro greens, I do not like this putt. If I was going to putt it, I would honestly need to be looking like, I don't know how I'd stop this. So the bonus is we don't have any greenskeepers here to yell at us. So I'm just going to take this hill completely out of play. Now, in my head now, I'm thinking, oh, you just ruined 2 chip shots. Let's not do that again. So we're going to get that out of my head now. 27 meters. Now, we could go the safe option and flop this, hit it nice and high, gives it pretty much no chance to go in. I'm going to feel confident. I'm going to play this with a lot of confidence. Wow, I'm really out of my area here. Let's reset. I'm going to try and hit pretty much to here. So a higher shot. Actually there, and let it just filter down that way. Okay, feel confident, hit your shot. So club face is slightly open. I'm just going to punch through it. Not enough. Be lucky. Stay up. Stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. No. Look, it's below the hole. So we are still a good chance. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm just going to hit this one firm and straight and just take the break out of play. Oh. Hit it firm and pulled it. Okay. Let's start again. 270. I'm going to carry this, and to be honest, I'm a bit annoyed. So I'm just going to release that frustration on a drive. Is it a smart thing to do? No. But you know what? This will be the one. Release and go. Just move forward a smidge. There we go. Don't overhit. Just swing with confidence. Yeah, that's what happens when you hit with frustration. Go, 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 go. Wind help me. We've got ourselves a fun chip, which, look, let's hit it with confidence this time. it's going to run when it gets up there. So honestly, I think it's going to run a lot. It's like 27 meters. We're in the rough. Okay, going to put a little bit more height on it. Wasn't far off. Not bad. Sometimes frustration drives work. Okay, 155 to the pin. 7-iron is too long here. Got this wind, so what we're actually going to do, we're going to play it high and with a bit of cut. That wind will keep it straight and it'll cut off a little bit of our distance here. This doesn't need a massive cut. Okay, come on, wind. Bring it on back. Nicely done. Okay, let's get behind the ball. Gonna aim that right edge. Again, just hit firm with confidence. Take a little bit of this breakout. There's not a lot going to happen through here. Pulled it again. I tell you what, that's right where my feet are pointing. So a little tip on the green too, if you hit your B button, you get this ball adjustment thing. It's a really good way to line up your feet, just like I use the wind bar. You can use that as well. Okay. So I'm thinking here, got this nice big hill just here. We're going to play a little bit of draw. So the wind will push it right, the draw will move it left. Should be down the middle. Pulled it again. Wind's going to help me though. That should be left edge. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, 176 into the pin. Gee, I'm just feeling it a bit at the moment. Just mentally fatigued. So we're going to just take a second to reset. Okay, 180. I feel like this isn't a bad club. It's slightly uphill. 170. I think a 6-iron is too short. I don't think it's going to get the run because that wind is going to push it right. It's going to lose a little bit of distance. So I'm thinking like a high 5-wood here, 5-iron, sorry, just to the left. So pretty much at that sort of double tree, sort of in that region there is where I want to start. Nice and high, and let the wind just fade it on back. It's not bad. Okay, well worked. Okay, let's rethink again. So everything's going to push left off the face. So this ball's going to start trucking left straight away. If I was to hit it straight, it's going to go straight down this way. So let's replicate that line. So we want it to be sort of, here is where I like to be. So the ball is actually straight from here. So if we were to put the ball here, it's going to come down that way. Okay, to get the ball to there, to to here. Oh, why don't I use this pointer more often? To here. So I need to start the ball out this way. So towards that path is our line. Now 11 downhill. It's not a heap downhill, but it is going to move pretty quickly. So I'm just going to send this on its way. I'm actually going to aim a little bit further right because I'm just feeling like I'm going to take a bit of pace off and it's going to move a bit more. Just not enough. Okay, that's all right. Tap in birdies. Okay, let's have a look. Again, anywhere down here is fine. 194. 190, oh sorry, 90, not 190, 90 to the pin is a great distance. I've been pulling a couple, so let's not overswing. I'm probably flicking that left hip forward a bit. So smooth. Oh, I did it again. But I also cut it at the same time. So got away with that. 94 into the pin. It's now I'm just short, but there is a slope down there too. So if we can bring this slope into play right about here, this will filter down to the hole. So we're actually not too bad. Sand wedge, expecting a carry of about 85. So around about here. So I need to be a long way left of that pin. Wind's going to bring it back a little bit, so we're going to aim sort of there. That hill sort of starts about there, so we're going to aim about there. Pulled it again. I think it's going to miss the hill. Oh, again, it would have been lovely. Okay, I'm going to putt this one because sometimes these are a bit of fun. So from here, go away you. From here, it's going to filter down towards the hole and in here. So we need to get the ball to pretty much here. So look, down, 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 turn. It's not going to turn enough, so it's here, down, down. Filter towards the hole. So right here, so where that little funny little arrowy bit is, which is just in here. Is that right? Probably a bit far. I wasn't as far as I thought. Okay, easy. So I'm going to get this just to about there. Now it doesn't need to be hard. Confident with your line. Down towards the hole. It'll kick left now. Bang. Okay. Let's go the 5 wood here. Anywhere around there is fine. Can we make it up there? I tell you what, why not? Can make that. It's a bit silly, but you know what? Let's just do it. So I need this to have a bit more height. Try and hit up on it a bit. Oh, I've hit it too straight. Go, 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 go. Oh. It's a big carry for me. No, it's not. Good swing speed though. Up the hill. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, we now have 240 into the pin. Now we got this wind. It is also downhill. I can get my 5 wood to here. So that will be good. So we're going to aim right at the pin. So we can just see that little black box up there, so we're going to be aiming at that. Again, I don't have to overhit, just nice and smooth. It's the edge of that black box. Come on, wind. Bring it round. Run. A little bit high and soft, but we're on the green, putting for eagle. And this is a great, nice, big, straight-ish putt. So there's lines going everywhere, so we're just going to ignore a lot of these. The speed that the ball is going to be going through here and the gap between them isn't that they're pretty wide, so it's going to not do too much. You know what? It's for eagle. There's not much going on. It's going to kick a little bit to the left at the end, but it's such a big putt. I'm just going to go get confident and hit straight through the ball, line up to this, and just focus on distance. So I'm staring at the hole, just feeling the distance that I need. Mental picture of that hole. Pulled it a little bit and smashed it. Okay, that's okay. Oh, poor finish, but pretty good result there. Really happy with that one. Good one. So let's just have a quick look. Fairways, not too bad. Greens was really nice. Putts, 30. I'd like to see that a bit lower, but we did have a 3-putt. Did we have 2 3-putts? We did 2. So look, that's not the end of the world. Putting, approach is where we did well today. Good one. I hope that helped, and I probably will do more of these if they are of benefit. So until next time, catch you around.